Welcome back everyone, Mariah Monetize here, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over the price of Ethereum. This is a video that you do not want to miss. I am going to be talking about how I think Ethereum can reach $10,000. I'm also going to be getting into the details. Should you be purchasing Ethereum right now? Or is there going to be a better opportunity on a pullback to purchase Ethereum before going to $10,000. I want to always remind people that I live in Puerto Rico. I have the benefit of paying 0% capital gains taxes. So that goes into my decision-making process when it comes to trading in and out of different cryptocurrencies. You should always consider your own tax situation before you ever start trading. You should consider short-term versus long-term capital gains. This is something that I should mention in more of my videos. I'm in a very different scenario, so you always have to take into consideration the taxes when trading short term. If this is your first time here, I love making videos about finance, cryptocurrency, the ways that I am making money to maintain being retired. I retired at the age of 24, and I'm so passionate about giving other people ideas and tips on financial freedom. So if you want more of that information, make sure that you stick around and hit that subscribe button. So let's get into it. I am super looking forward to showing you the similarities of the charts from 2017 to today and why the perfect opportunity to buy Ethereum is coming up very soon. So what you can see here, the top chart here is Ethereum in 2021, and the bottom chart is Ethereum in the summer of 2017. So these charts look extremely similar in price action. This is a daily chart on both candles. So you could see here, this is May 12th of 2021, when Ethereum hit an all-time high of 43.84. What you can see right here is when Ethereum hit a local top of $420 on June 12th of 2017. In one of my previous videos, I talked about how Ethereum was looking really similar to the summer of 2017, which meant that we still had more room for upside. So as you could see here, like I said, these charts are looking incredibly similar, and I'm going to be giving you even more examples of how similar they really are. So you could see back in the summer of 2017, like I mentioned, Ethereum hit the all-time high, or the local all-time high of $420, and then 81 days later, it came within 5.5% approximately of getting back to the previous all-time high. So it was nearly a double top, but not quite. And I say this because on the current Ethereum chart, we are getting close to approaching all-time highs. Just to show you from a percentage perspective, we are about 10 to 11% away from reaching all-time highs on Ethereum. So what we're seeing right here today on Ethereum, the price at about $3,800, is looking really similar over here to when Ethereum hit about $397. And I say this because this right here was a perfect sell opportunity on Ethereum. And I am looking at this as a potential really good selling opportunity on Ethereum. So like I said, I believe that when it comes to here, we are right here on Ethereum, like in, actually this price came in here at September 1st of 2017. So the time frame is somewhat similar. Basically, it's been 112 days since Ethereum has hit an all-time high, since its previous all-time high. And this right here was an 80-day period of time. So not super close on the period of time when it comes to days, but something to take into consideration there. So if we see similar price action like we did in 2017, okay, of this, if we sell this and we pick up Ethereum after it falls, it's going to fall about 48%. Or you can kind of look at it, in my opinion, when it comes to the moving averages. So I'm going to be paying really close attention to picking up Ethereum at about $2,700 and setting buy orders in between there and about $2,000. I interrupt this programming to let you know that Google AdSense isn't quite generous for all the time that I put into these videos. So if you'd like to support my channel, I have lots of links down below. The most appealing one is that if you'd like to earn interest on your cryptocurrency, Celsius offers you a $50 sign-up bonus. So if you deposit $400 in there, leave it for 30 days, you get $50, I get $50, and it keeps me really excited about making these videos because that $50 is in Bitcoin. So nothing like free Bitcoin. One way for you to support my channel. Thank you to everyone who has used my link in the past and who will use it in the future. Now back to regular scheduled programming. So just to give you an idea here, once Ethereum made that near double top of about $397, it was exactly 2 weeks later that it fell 49%, which was a massive buying opportunity. And I say massive buying opportunity because you could see that Ethereum kind of just built support and traded a bit sideways until about mid-November, and then it just went absolutely parabolic. So the massive buying opportunity was obviously the low of this candle right here, which was $202. So just to play on the safe side, I'm going to be setting buy orders at about $2,700 and then all the way down to $2,000. So I say that because, like I mentioned, Ethereum saw a 48 to 49% pullback. So if we see that same pullback from, let's say, the price that we're currently at now, then that would take a buying opportunity down to approximately $2,000, $1,981 approximately. But let's say that we get a little bit more out of Ethereum. Let's say we get up to, I would say we're probably going to see some resistance around 4,000. Okay, so let's say that Ethereum reaches $4,000 and we see that similar pullback of about 48%, then that would still take us to about $2,100. So if you were able to catch that amazing buying opportunity about 2 weeks after Ethereum rallied and tried to test the previous all-time high, then you basically got a 600% return as Ethereum went from that low of $200 all the way up to $1,400 approximately. So the buying opportunity came on September 15th, but you would have had to hold on for a few months before you saw Ethereum break the previous all-time high of $420, and that didn't come until November 23rd. And then from the low, it took exactly 120 days for Ethereum to hit the all-time high during 2018 of about $1,400. So some of you may be like, why are you trying to sell Ethereum now, buy back around 2,000, in between 2,000 and 2,700, if Ethereum is just going to go to $10,000, $12,000, $14,000? It's never a bad idea to take profits. Let's not forget the fact that I actually started purchasing Ethereum at $7. And let's say, for example, I sell some and that buying opportunity doesn't come. I still believe that buying opportunity will actually still come in a few years if Ethereum does hit $10,000. We cannot forget that after the 2018 top of Ethereum actually pulled back about 90 to 95%. So that's just how the cryptocurrency space works. So let's say, for example, Ethereum hits $10,000 and we see that same, let's just say, we see that same, an 85% pullback. That would actually take us to a $1,500 Bitcoin. Let's say, for example, Ethereum goes to 12,000 and we see an 80% pullback. That's going to still take us to $2,300. Let's say Ethereum hits $15,000 and it pulls back during the bear market to 85%. That's going to take us to, let's see, approximately $2,200. So those are some things to take into consideration. Let's also not forget the fact that we have seen an insane run on Ethereum. So Ethereum has gone up about 130% since somewhere mid to in July. So Ethereum really hasn't built a ton of support at this level. So technically, it is really due for a pullback, that kind of a run. I don't think that Ethereum is primed just to go parabolic and run up to $10,000, $12,000, or $14,000. I think that there's still going to be some pullbacks and buying opportunities along the way. If it just went straight up to $10,000, that would just be spoiling people. That's not how this space works. Ethereum and just cryptocurrency in general is really good at making you believe like, okay, we're not going down anymore. We're headed straight to the moon. And as soon as you think that, right? I mean, people are feeling really confident in the cryptocurrency space today. Bitcoin is back over $50,000. It's like as soon as you start building confidence that we are locked and loaded and ready to go for the moon, that is when people get shaken out. That's when there is a massive, massive pullback. So be extremely cautious of that. The price is always going to go higher than you could probably ever imagine and also lower than you could ever imagine. So I firmly believe that we are basically in this same area when it comes to Ethereum. The beginning of September of 2017. It's looking very similar to this range right here. I'm looking for an opportunity of a pullback. I think it's going to be a massive, massive buying opportunity. And you have two options. You're going to have, well, what's great about this is that you're going to have multiple opportunities to accumulate Ethereum, which I do believe that's going to be an opportunity. So there's going to be probably a really significant pullback. Like I said, this one was about 48%. I don't know if we're going to see as significant of a pullback, but we're going to see a good pullback. And we're going to also see some sideways trading for a few months. Like I said, this low came in mid-September, and we didn't get back over $420 until November. So there is going to be a period of time to accumulate some Ethereum. I am just going to try my best to get it in this range, but you can never hit the top and you can never hit the bottom. But I'm seeing just an incredible amount of similarities where I think it's really worth trying to get that. So I'm going to be paying attention to the pullback percentage on Ethereum. I'm also going to be paying attention to these moving averages. This 200 DMA right here, this blue one, I'm going to be looking for some support there. It's currently at about $2,400. And I'm also paying attention just to previous support that was built here on Ethereum, because I do think that we might find some support in that range as well. I would say that 2,700 is probably a really safe buy, but I'm also going to be throwing some darts at, many price ranges below that, all the way down to about $2,000. The reason why I am being very cautious around this current price movement on Ethereum is just because how intense these candles are. So when it comes to this range over here, back at the very end of August and the beginning of September of 2017, Ethereum was going up, massive percentages in a day, anywhere from 6 to 12%. So when I take a look at the percentage increase on these current candles on Ethereum, you could see here that like today's candle is like a 10% increase, and then yesterday's candle was even more of an increase. So I think that's kind of giving us some signs that we're getting close to a really good sell opportunity. I might be completely wrong, always take that into consideration, but I'm just telling you that for me, I don't see usually a ton of clarity on the charts, but what I'm seeing looks very, very clear to a lot of similarities of 2017, and I'm anticipating Ethereum to act in the same fashion. A really good approach could also be put a trailing stop loss on Ethereum, so maybe 5%, anywhere between 5 and 10% could be a really great option to kind of protect yourself from the downside, but make sure that you get a favorable price when you sell. I also noticed here that when it came to the top, I went back 4 days prior, this is 2017, and I saw a 17% increase on the price of Ethereum. So I kind of wanted to go back here, 1, 2, 3, 4, that would take us to August 30th. So I would like to see here on August 30th, the bottom of that candle, which was 31.45, and go ahead and see a percentage here of how much we have increased. Ethereum has increased about 18%. So that's, that is 18 to 20%. That is a big similarity, right? We saw from here 4 days prior, a 17% increase. I'm taking the top here, approximately 4 days prior, seeing about an 18% increase as well. So like I said, you could try to catch, this area over here, or you could be like, you know what? I'm going to go in and be patient, and I don't want to jump in quite yet. And I'm going to wait for Ethereum to break the previous all-time highs to jump back in. You could do that, which means that you're going to not have to be clearly as patient of trying to catch this area and then holding on to Ethereum for a few months and being extremely patient. So what I want to do next is I want to take a closer look at Ethereum right now and see if we're seeing any signals here of a local top and if there's going to be a pullback anytime soon. So this right here is the daily chart on Ethereum. It's still looking quite strong, not a ton of clarity. I'd like to see today break yesterday's high, but we haven't seen that yet. Still seeing a lot of strength though across the entire cryptocurrency market. Let's go ahead and zoom in on lower level timeframes. We're seeing here on the 12-hour chart, there could be more room for upside, but as you could see here, the percentage increase has been quite dramatic. So this right here is, I think that's August 30th. So up about 22%. So that's quite a strong move. Anytime that there's massive moves like that, we're probably going to see a pullback. The reason why I think a pullback is healthy is because we're just going to be building support along the way, but still not a ton of clarity here on the 4-hour chart. I mean, that was a 12-hour chart. Now we have moved on to the 4-hour chart. This could be a bit of a top signal, maybe a pullback here to this range, about 3,600, but I'm looking for a bigger pullback than that. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the 1-hour chart here. 1-hour chart is going to, if we could break the high of this candle right here, which is 38.43, that'd be a really strong sign. So it's kind of looking like we might see one more push. Maybe we see, I would anticipate resistance around 4,000. So I think anywhere like 3,900 to 4,000 could be a really great range if you're considering offloading. I mean, Ethereum's already at 37.88. So still a favorable price, but if you want to kind of gain a few more dollars there trying to sell closer to 4,000, I could see that as a very highly likely scenario. Let's look at the 30-minute chart here. 30-minute chart is looking a bit toppy. It looks like Ethereum has made a lower high on the 30-minute chart. This could be a pretty interesting sign here that we are going to see. This could be the start of the pullback. I think that this either is going to be the start of the pullback or we're getting extremely close to the pullback. Once Ethereum back in 2017 got near $400, it was exactly 2 weeks later that it dropped about 48%, where that massive buying opportunity came in. So 5-minute chart trending upwards here, but I'll be interested to see if the 5-minute chart can hold. I don't want to see it break the low of this candle, which is about 37.68. Always keep a close eye on SPY. So let's take a look at SPY here on the daily chart. I know that it's looked quite exhausted. So right here, this red 9 has me thinking that we are going to start seeing a pullback here on SPY. So this could be a massive correlation actually. I'm expecting a 1 to 4 candle correction on SPY, which I think the cryptocurrency space is probably going to correlate with. So that's going to be tomorrow, which is Friday. I could see the start of a pullback on SPY, which Bitcoin's going to correlate and Bitcoin's going to probably continue to correct over the weekend. So I'm not really anticipating a very strong weekend for the cryptocurrency space. But honestly, because of this red 9 here on SPY, I think this could be potentially a really good sign that this Ethereum pullback is about to start very soon. So I would like to know what you think about my trading strategies and plans. I haven't picked a particular percentage of my Ethereum holdings of what I want to start selling, but I'm gonna start moving things around and get everything ready to go, potentially setting some trailing stop losses and some sell orders. So I'd like to know what your game plan is and if you think that mine is something that you will consider taking on. Remember, this is never financial advice. That is all that I have for you today. As always, go out there and create a portfolio that you love.